What's up, everyone? It's Chicks in the Office with Rianne Fran, giving you that Friday energy on a Monday. Happy Monday, everybody. How are we doing today?
Great.
Same.
I'm just...
I'm just sparkling a bit different today.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But please, go ahead.
Whatever I'm going to say is really irrelevant.
No, continue. How was your weekend? Noah, how was your weekend? Come on, let's talk about you guys first.
My weekend was fantastic. I had a great weekend at home. I went on an absolute organizing purge bender. This was the best weekend to do it. Spring cleaning, change over my closet, the whole thing. I started at maybe noon on Friday and finished at 6 p.m. on Saturday.
That's the best feeling though. You just go hard for a day or two and then you're ready for the summer. Friday
night, I had some friends that were out and they were like, "Oh, come meet. Are you done?" I was like, "No, it was 11 p.m." I was I hadn't showered. I was because when you just get in the mode and you just start going and then every time you open a drawer, it's now I got to reorganize this entire drawer.
And you also accumulate dirt on yourself. Only feel grosser and grosser. Yeah. It's you need an everything shower.
Oh, absolutely.
For an hour.
You need a long shower afterwards. I'm there's dust, there's dirt, you're cleaning shit, moving things around. So oh my God, I was so happy. It was just the biggest relief. Because you just accumulate so much stuff. And there's just no other word for it besides stuff.
Right.
And you're what? And all year long, all you do is move the stuff from one place to another. The stuff is on the table. Now the stuff is in the cabinet. Oh, you move the cabinet to the table. It's just you're just shuffling stuff around. And finally I was well, we got to decide what to do with all this stuff. And thankfully, I think, Joe had to carry a lot of bags to Goodwill, which is great. A lot of good donations and then just cleaning everything out. So it was just a very productive weekend.
That's a successful weekend.
Yeah. Where Saturday night, Joe and I went to dinner, ordered myself a nice martini. It was the greatest sip of my life. And it was just an ice cold. I actually got a hot and dirty, which my God, they're just one of my favorites. A good hot and dirty. And I just took one sip and was it was euphoric. It was oh, hallelujah. It was the martini was singing to me. I actually had 2 fantastic martinis this weekend. That one, and then Sunday we were feeling a little crazy. We had a martini brunch for Mother's Day with my mother-in-law. And I had it was an olive pickle combo martini, dirty martini.
Real dirty.
Mixed olive and pickle. Fantastic.
That sounds amazing.
Just out of this world. And my favorite type of garnish, an olive and a gherkin. So it was
a little bite of both.
Yeah, it was really really fantastic. But no, very productive weekend. Mother's Day was so great. Joe's mom came into the city and we had a lovely brunch, and it was a beautiful day. So you got to walk around and enjoy the afternoon. And yeah, that was kind of it. As soon as I stopped cleaning, I posted this on my story, but a little tease. I'm very excited for the guests we have this week. It's going to be later this week, but we got screeners for a new show that's coming out this week. And my God, I couldn't stop. I watched the whole thing, it was so good. Couldn't tear my eyes away from it. So as soon as I got back home from brunch and I could tell the Sixers game was going the way it was going, I was like, that's it. I actually sat on the couch while Joe watched the basketball. I put my headphones in and I watched the show at my iPad.
Very fair. Extremely fair.
I went full iPad kid. I went full don't talk to me. I'm just gonna watch this. And I'd look up every 2 seconds and be like, yeah. So but a really lovely weekend. The Sixers got swept, whatever.
It's they didn't even stand a chance at that point.
Yeah, it's when your team gets swept, it's just so embarrassing that it's just whatever. You move on fast.
It is, but
it's so astoundingly bad.
But we were talking. There's more embarrassment this time. I think there's more discussion going on about just Philly as a sports town.
Yeah, which
is
I
tough
think
as
is
a Phillies fan.
extremely unfair. I think it's extremely unfair because the Sixers make Philly fans feel something differently. Like, we are so frustrated as a whole with the franchise, and it's been like that for years and years now, that it's like, yeah, no one is dying to be at Game 4 and watch them be blown out and be harassed by Knicks fans in your own arena. Like, it has gotten to that point, but Sixers fans hate the ownership. The front office has been terrible, and it's been going on like that for a while. It's like, but I think it's unfair to label it for the whole city because it's like the Eagles won a Super Bowl 2 years ago, and you see how the fans show up for the Eagles and the dedication and the love that we have for that team. But at a certain point, you get so frustrated. I feel like that's how everybody's just done with the Sixers. It's like, well, we'll show them how much we care. By the way, like, fuck Josh Harris. So it's just at this point, it's okay. I felt it sucked to be there, I'm sure. Because my God, those videos were not good of all those Knicks fans.
It's just a bad optics-wise. It's not great.
And I saw people arguing this on Twitter too. It's like, games at the Garden are so expensive that, yes, they are full, but they are full with people who can afford that ticket, and we're in New York City and people can do that. But it's cheaper to go in Philly, and it's not that far, so it opens it up for a lot of other fans in New York that probably would never be able to go to a game at the Garden, go in Philly. Mm-hmm. So they're gonna do what they need to do. But yeah, and a lot of those guys are Philly guys or Philly adjacent on the Knicks, and it felt.
The Nova guys saying like
just rubbing salt in the wound at that point.
Tough.
It's just, you already beat us. Now you gotta rub salt in the wound.
Maxey looked like he was like really shaken up about it in the press conference.
Yeah, I don't blame him. So, but other than that, it was a lovely, and the Flyers got swept too. What a tough week. What a tough week. I think it was Connor Griffin posted a tweet that was just basically every night for the last week you watched a Philadelphia team lose the playoff game, and they both got swept. Some nights it was both of them the same night. So moving on to other ventures.
You know what? Maybe everyone wasn't there because they were at the roast.
Right. Yeah. They had to go to LA for the roast.
It was in Philly.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, it was in Philly.
No, it was in LA.
It was in LA.
Wait, but why did they say like Philly stand up like?
Because Kevin Hart is from Philly.
But they made it seem like everyone there was Philadelphia.
Why do you think they booed so much for Draymond Green?
Also, why do you think they kept?
No, they booed because they were in LA.
Why do you think
Wait. They're
also at the Forum, and they literally said, shout out Englewood like a million times.
Really? I missed
literally,
that.
like, Cheryl Underwood got up there and was like, this is the Forum.
Yeah.
Oh, I totally missed that. The thing was, I was like, this has to be LA because they're not getting all these people to go Philly. But then I feel like Kevin Hart kept saying like, Philly, like
because he's from Philly.
I know, but
like he was just shouting out Philly.
I'm sure he had a lot of fans there that were from Philly.
Wow, okay. And then Meek Mill came out, and I was like, oh, this is definitely in Philly.
No. You think that the crowd just booed Draymond Green that much?
I mean, but who likes Draymond Green? Like,
yeah, but it was
like
a boo
every time his name was mentioned.
Yeah. Hey.
I just think they brought up the Forum at least 10 to 15
They did
times
say it was a big thing that it was at the Forum.
Yeah, like it was like really.
I'm cutting this.
Yeah.
No.
And
you
like,
know what? We should just end the intro now. You don't have anything, right?
Yeah. We'll just move into the topics because you had a pretty boring weekend.
Yeah,
Well, she had a crazy dream that she told me about.
Jealousy is a really bad look on you, Noah. It really is. Okay, so I'll get into my weekend.
Yep.
So Matt went away for work, and Friday night we had planned to go out to dinner, my sister, Kelly Keegs, and Fran. And we had this plan for like just maybe a week or so, like really not that long. But I got a reservation at this place that is a highly coveted reservation in New York City. And it's one of those things like you get really excited if you can get a reservation here. So we got a reservation at this place, and it was a late reservation, like 9:45. And I had told Fran that the reservation was going to be late. She was like, she
Just
opted out.
I just didn't have it in me.
She didn't have it in
And
her.
you know what?
A couple days before,
Yeah.
I was like, you got to tell me if
Yeah,
you're going to
yeah,
skip
yeah,
out
yeah.
on this. And she was like, you know what? I am.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not going to go.
It was just full honesty. Unfortunately, it was when I heard 9:45 reservation, I just said, I just don't think I can make that.
Yeah, she was like,
I can make it.
I'm not going to make that. Now, that opens up one spot.
Yeah.
And this place is very, very, very hard to get into. So I knew we had one spot. Also, this place doesn't do reservations for more than 4 people. So it's like, all right, well, I got one spot to give. And knowing that we have a weekend coming up in Miami with Noah, where we have basically our life revolves around going to dinner. We love going to dinner. We love going to dinner and drinks. It's like the highlight of what we like to do. And I know that we have a good dinner coming up on Saturday with Noah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
being a generous friend, I threw out the invitation to Tommy Smokes because he had shown much interest in wanting to go to this place. Other friends from Long Island didn't want to travel that late, 9:45, whatever. So Tommy lives in the city. I'm like, okay, Tommy, do you want to come? In a group chat with Noah. Because I didn't want Noah to think that I was hiding a dinner from him. I wanted to be straight up like...
it didn't. I did not feel like you were hiding from me.
Good. I didn't
Wait,
want to
so
lie.
So you
Asked Tommy
Text
to
it
go
in the group.
in the
In-
group
Tommy,
chat?
you want to go to the Friday night?
Yeah. And I said...
And like an hour before that, I hear
Wait, I didn't even realize.
No, yes,
I
because
thought you texted.
No.
I thought you texted Tommy and invited him, and then the group chat was like, "By the way, Tommy's coming to dinner."
I asked Tommy because I said
And by
to
the way,
Noah
this is
I
1
didn't want to
hour
hide it from
after
him.
in the studio, Rhea says to Fran, in my mind, I'm like, she's asking everyone.
So I asked, and I said, I'm asking in front of Noah. I'm asking in front of Noah because I don't want to hide this from him. I
Yeah.
want to be upfront that I'm asking Tommy and not Noah. But then I asked.
Sorry, it's just extra funny.
But it was honest. I was like, would you
yeah,
rather
yeah.
me hide this from you,
no,
Noah?
I know, but
want...
you could have like individually invited Tommy and then been
But-
like, "No, Tommy's coming to dinner."
Yeah, but that I just felt like I'm going to be
I literally
so
was like,
honest.
oh, I guess I'll go fuck myself.
No.
Everyone in this group, Marty can't be there. Kelly's going.
But
Tommy's going.
Then I asked to add a spot for Noah, and
do,
they
yeah,
said
yeah.
no.
Yeah.
So what was I supposed to do? They said no. So I'm like, this is how it's gonna be, Noah. We got dinner next Saturday. Like, bro, don't worry, we're
Well,
gonna
like,
hang
hey,
out.
at least they like made a different group and didn't like text in that group nonstop about it the entire week. No, just kidding. They did that.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me continue of what happened.
Leading up to it, during it, after
because then
it.
it just became a very funny bit that like Noah, they literally said no, you cannot add a 5th person. Trust me, guys, don't feel bad for Noah. He has gotten multiple reservations through Maria and is going to a good dinner on Saturday. So let's
Don't
not
worry,
feel bad
they'll
for
all
him.
still feel bad.
They will still feel bad for him, even though I have put my neck
yeah.
out for this guy in ways people don't even know. I'm like banned from places because of Noah. But
What?
anyway,
You're about to be banned from this place because of Tommy.
I know. So picture this: summer outfitting by the coast and Abercrombie's new summer collection full of flowy dresses, shorts, and swim. I was able to pop into Abercrombie right before my vacation to Italy and buy some beautiful flowy dresses from Abercrombie. It's so perfect for the summer, end of springtime. They also have new reversible swim, which makes packing for vacation even easier because it's perfect for mixing, matching. You get multiple swimwear in one. I think that is so genius because you could have multiple bathing suits, but it's really makes it so much easier to pack because it's less to pack, 2 in 1. There's also the A&F Dylan dress, and it's a new favorite. It's bra free with removable pads and a dipped waist that's fit to flatter. And their new linen blending matching sets are so light and breathable. Love a linen matching set, especially for summer. So easy to throw on when you don't know what to wear. It's just perfect. And by the way, Abercrombie is having a sale right now. It's the perfect time to prep for summer. While you're shopping, use code CHICKSAF for an extra 15% off almost everything else. Use code CHICKSAF to get an additional 15% off almost everything in stores and online at checkout from May 7th to May 11th. Exclusions apply, and you can see details online. So today is the last day to use that code, so make sure you do. Shop Abercrombie in the app, online, and in stores. This is now a funny group of people going to dinner. It's me, my sister, Kelly Keegs, and Tommy. So obviously, like, the jokes are flying. Like, we meet up for a drink before. We're like, oh, this is gonna be the craziest night of our lives.
Girls' night.
Like, girls' night, the whole night. We're doing this the whole night. Clap-gate. Like, we're describing us as Sex in the City.
Tommy's feeling divalicious.
And Tommy is so Carrie.
Yeah.
Tommy is Carrie. Kelly is Samantha. Like, we are describing the whole scene. And so we get drinks before, and we're joking about, like, oh, who are we gonna see tonight? Completely as a joke, because backstory, this has been going on for years, that we have an ongoing joke where Noah will be somewhere where we're not, and he will send that he ran into some crazy celebrity. Sometimes it's real.
Yeah.
Most of the time, it is not.
For example, like when we did a show in Kansas City, they went out after without us, because a lot of the times what happens is, like, it's Noah and perhaps Sarah and a couple of the others of the team going to grab a drink or something. Like, after show, Rhea and I are like, we're wiped, like, we're going back. So Noah likes to text us and be like, holy shit, Travis Kelce just walked into the bar. And we're like, ha ha ha, like, what? You got us. And most of the time he is
recently
fucking with us.
I'll pick, like, more, like, lesser known to try to make it
like very obscure.
Now
I did
he's
one
been going
recently where
way
you
more
actually had to ask
obscure.
me the next day, like, was that real? I
Right.
forget who it was. But.
You've been getting a little bit more
He
obscure with
goes
it.
more
And I'm
obscure
like,
these
wait,
days.
this one could be real. And so
But, yeah.
recently, like, it's been happening where we have ran it. Like, Fran and I were sitting next to Pedro Martinez at dinner, which is like the perfect.
I don't even know who that is. Oh, the pitcher?
The pitcher.
baseball
Oh,
player.
I was like, I thought you were
No,
talking
Pedro
about an
Martinez,
actor.
which is such a random name to throw out there that you're like, is
And
that
when
real?
we're in LA.
Yeah,
I didn't even
or
know
could
that.
that be fake?
Yeah.
So,
Rhea smoked.
oh my god, we'll tell that story after. Now this is just a name dropping episode. So, joking around at drinks, I'm like, what if tonight's the night we run into this said person? I won't say the name till the end. And we're like, oh, it's totally going to be the night.
Wait, do you want to? I won't say the person, but the backstory of this person that will be named later is that, like, because we always go out and to this one place where he allegedly goes, and, like, for years we're like, tonight's got to be the night we're gonna see, like, this specific person.
Yes, this specific person every time, because we had been told the first time we ever went to this club that he goes there all the time, and we were like, tonight's the night we see him.
Ray's ongoing joke is like, hey, if we go, maybe this is the time we see him.
Even when it's just me and Tommy, we're like, whatever, we will be like, we're gonna see him tonight. Like,
it's just we say it every night before we go out. So obviously that joke gets thrown out there to this night. So we show up to the restaurant. Immediately, Sam Rockwell walks by. So we're like, okay. We look at each other. We're like, this is the name that Noah will not believe because it's so obscure.
Right.
Sam Rockwell.
This is a great one, but niche. But Noah will freak out about.
He will
this one.
freak out, but he also won't believe us because it's so. Like obscure, but we did. So we see Sam
fantastic
Rockwell.
actor.
Fantastic.
Love Sam Rockwell.
And we're like, oh my God, Sam Rockwell, like that's insane. Like we're all jazzed up. Like we're going back and forth. We're like, Sam Wrockwell, he's like dirty hot. You know, like we're just you know, like we're jazzed up about Sam Rockwell. We sit down, we then see Gaz, who if you know Barstool, then you know Gaz.
Yeah, and you, Kev, or you're on a streak.
I've seen Gaz now too many times.
It's like every time Rhea goes out to a nice restaurant, Gaz is there, which also just shows that Gaz spends. It's like Gaz is at every nice restaurant
all the time.
All the time.
So we see Gaz, and immediately it's a joke where Tommy's like, "Oh my God, turn around! You won't fucking believe who it is." I turn around, it's Gaz. So funny joke. Okay. Whatever. Vibes are high. Gaz sends a shot over the table. We send one back. The drinks are flowing. The girls are girling. Like, just gossip central. Like, we are being, by the way, loud. And we are, like, guffawing at Tommy as if he's Charlie and we're Charlie's Angels. We're like, ha, ha, ha. Like, everything he said, it looked ridiculous. Like, we stopped each other at some point and we were like, guys, we have to stop laughing so hard. Like, this looks... We're giving Tommy too much credit. This looks ridiculous.
It's kind of giving like Sister Wives.
Yeah, like this is insane. And we're sending videos to to Marty and Noah and, you know, just making them super jealous, whatever. So we're about an hour and a half into dinner. We're moving on to dessert. Somebody walks by the table. Adrian Brody. Okay, now we're like, whoa.
Yeah.
Oscar winner Adrian Brody?
Yeah.
This is insane.
Current Broadway star.
He's currently on Broadway.
Yes.
He walks past the table. Now, I do something I never do.
Oh,
which
Sam
is
Rockwell's also an Oscar winner. I had to
yes,
double check that.
yes. We have to know this was a Oscar-winning night.
Seriously.
Adrian Brody walks by. He goes down to the bathroom. Something comes over me. I go, well, I got it.
Wow, suddenly I need to pee.
Suddenly I need to pee.
Yeah.
So I get.
Wait, who did I do this with? I've done this before and then felt really weird after.
I did-
Oh, I did it with Jacob Elordi.
Yes.
Yes.
So I felt extremely weird as soon as I got out of my seat. I did have to pee, but at the same time, I could have waited. And then
Different vibe when it's a guy doing it.
Also,
to a
different
guy.
vibe when I was actually at the stall next to him.
you stood next to
'Cause
him.
You know, like
I couldn't be in the stall with
like
Adrian
when guys
Brody.
go into the bathroom, it's also like there's urinals. Like they all stand
they're
next to each
standing
other.
next to
It's
each
different. It's a different vibe.
We weren't going to go into the same bathroom. I just thought I would see him
different bathrooms.
passing in the
Exactly.
hallway.
Exactly.
So I get back to my seat and we're just like, now we are really jazzed up that it's like, oh my God, Adrian Brody.
who's who.
Like, it's a, oh God. And so the restaurant is clearing out. They are closing up shop. The hostesses are gone. You can tell that they're kind of like, all right, pay your check. It was late. I didn't even realize.
9:45 reservation.
Yeah, no, we had a 9:45. I was realizing, oh wow, it's really late. And I'm like pretty drunk at this point.
Yeah.
So we're looking around like, all right, let's pay, but let's go out. I brought my Italian cigarettes with me. And I said, let's go outside. Let's have a cigarette. Maybe Adrian Brody will see us and ask to bum a cigarette off us. Like, this is the thought process that we now have.
Yeah.
Totally irrational, but we're drunk. So it makes
that
sense.
moment, it makes a ton
It
of
makes
sense.
total sense. So we stand outside, right outside the restaurant. We have a cigarette. Okay, still nothing. Then we see the group like getting up to leave. And we're like, okay, let's stick around for a second. Still no Adrian Brody. All right, pump my cigarette out. I'm like, let's go. I'm gonna call the Uber. And Kelly's like, oh my God, no, he's coming out. So I grab another one. I'm like, I can't be standing here unlit. Like I have to be doing something. So light another one. My back is to the restaurant door. Kelly is facing the door. All of a sudden, Kelly goes, oh my fucking God, Maria, oh my fucking God, look to your right, holy fucking shit. And now I'm like, is this going to be another joke?
Yeah.
I have chills. Look to my right, Leonardo DiCaprio and his girlfriend. I'm not kidding, I have chills retelling this story. We look, there he is, right next to us. Leo and his girlfriend getting into their car. I see him.
Is he masked up?
No.
Just hat?
No, but he had stash going, black hat, which
Hat on.
Let me tell you this. I have been notably on this podcast being like, everyone knows it's you, Leo.
Yeah.
Forget the black. No, the black hat works because for a second, I only saw his girlfriend, who I thought was Carly Kloss. And it took me another second to then look a little bit more and see him. It works. The black hat works. I see this, and I see him get into his car. All of this. I see him go into his car.
Yeah.
And then the cherry on
Good
top.
enactment of walking, getting into the seats.
The cherry on top, I hear his voice.
Ooh.
Get into the car.
Hearing the voice is...
No. Here's the thing. As days go on, the memory fades, and that's what's killing me. But we heard his voice, like hi, thank you so much, like getting into the car.
Right.
And I was like, holy, that's when it hits you.
Yeah.
When you hear his voice. Holy
It
fucking,
all registers.
Holy fucking shit. Leonardo DiCaprio. Like, we saw him and his girlfriend. He's from me to you.
Yeah.
Like, like I'm literally, we're freaking out, okay? My sister, when she was younger, like Leonardo DiCaprio is her number one. My sister, when she was younger, used to write letters to Leonardo DiCaprio. And my parents would write letters back pretending to be him.
It's literally this plot of New Girl. With no.
My sister starts sobbing.
I don't
like full blown sobbing, standing there because she cannot believe we're even in his presence.
Yeah.
I mean, none of us can. So we're all collectively. He gets in the car. We're all collectively freaking out. Somebody walks out of the restaurant, grabs Tommy, and goes, "Sir, I'm going to need you to delete that." I'm like, what? I kept my head down. I'm like, what just happened? And Tommy's like, pretty cool though, right? And he shows him. He's like, I'll delete it, whatever. Tommy took a picture of his car, which not even of him, just of his car.
Well, he wasn't fast enough. Clearly, he was trying to get him.
He was trying to get him, and he got his car. And now we're being yelled at. Which, by the way, earlier in the night, Kelly was taking a selfie and got yelled at to not take pictures, which I had been there twice before, and that's never been a thing. But now I'm realizing when high-profile celebrities are in there, they tell people no pictures.
Which is why I don't think they would hold it against you, because it's not like you that picture probably could have been allowed on another night. You didn't know.
We didn't know
Leo
they were
was
there.
sitting at that fucking table.
We only saw one side of Adrian Brody's table. So the fact that he was on the other side, it's just the whole time, like, I'm a loud laugher. Like, Leo must have heard my laugh at some point during the night. It travels. And it's not that big of a restaurant, okay? So it's
The thought of them, like, small talking about the loud
laugh. Like, who's that obnoxious laugh?
My God, those ladies have. My God, those ladies are laughing loud.
Yeah, who allowed those laughs in this place? So Tommy gets yelled at, and now it's just immediate, like, we're really excited, but now Tommy, you just got us fucking banned from this place. Like, everything was exciting until that moment that Tommy gets yelled at for taking that picture.
Yeah.
And now we have.
You're fine.
I hope so, but now
fine.
we have to live with the fact that we're looking at each other like no one's gonna believe us. Like,
That is unfortunate. That
is-
was the spot.
This is the boy who cried wolf. No one is going to believe that we just saw Leonardo DiCaprio.
Here's the thing, too. And it's not a knock on Tommy, but a little bit of a knock on Tommy, that because you were with Tommy, it made me think even more it was a joke. Because the very brief story is last summer in the Hamptons, Tommy made up a very elaborate story about someone being in the restaurant in the Hamptons and kept it going all night until the end of the night when he was like, by the way, he was never there.
Yeah.
And we were like, what? Like, so in my mind, I was like, ooh, but Tommy is there. So is this an elaborate Tommy prank? Because we went through the whole thing.
It actually is elaborate because Rhea just told a whole story on the podcast. That isn't true.
No, I'm not doing this. Jealousy is a really, really ugly look on you. It's really ugly. Let me tell you, we're all looking
You
at each other.
FaceTime me immediately, and I was like, are you pranking me?
No,
and you're like, I
FaceTime
swear to
Fran.
God.
I was like, you have to look at my face right now.
To be honest, your sister there was a
my
good
sister
point.
crying was the proof.
Because I could just hear Nicole in the background going, "Oh, no, Fran, no, Fran."
It was in, and we just knew Noah would
Kelly
never
said
believe us.
the first thought she had when she saw him was, Noah's not going to believe this.
No, Kelly goes, I didn't even think, holy shit, we're seeing Leonardo DiCaprio. I'm thinking, holy shit, Noah's never going to believe us. Like, that was our thought the whole time. So here we are having this experience together, and we're like, well, first of all, Matt was never going to be able to come.
Yeah.
He was always going to be gone this weekend. He was never going to be able to be there. Number two, Fran opted out of this reservation. That is tough to opt out and miss 3 Oscar winners. And then third, Noah. Just not even getting the invite.
No, we're just not invited.
I'm like, oh my God. We couldn't be more of an obnoxious bunch talking
out of
about
all the
this.
people, I'm probably like at the top of the list of like, I love a good celebrity sighting.
Nobody loves a celebrity sighting more than Noah.
And
so
I will, to tap myself on the back, like pat myself on the back. Like I feel like I play it cool. Like
You do.
pull up the Wiz Khalifa footage. Like I pull up. I play it pretty cool. I don't ask for. I would never take a picture of a celebrity walking by
Right,
me.
you wouldn't have done what Tommy did.
And we were so mad at Tommy. We were like, you don't take pictures of Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah.
You take pictures of Dylan Efron. You do
Yeah,
not
yeah.
do it to Leonardo
And also,
DiCaprio.
like, it's like when you're fouling in the NBA. If you're gonna do it then.
Yeah.
Like, don't
you
wait
better
to get a
fucking
picture of
go
that
for
car.
If you're gonna try and get a picture, at least get him in the picture.
yeah, at least get him, not
Yeah.
his car.
The
Useless.
door was shut. Like,
It
how
was
long did he
completely
wait?
shut.
Getting yelled at for a picture that you didn't even end up getting him in the picture.
And it's just, the door is fully shut and
Yeah.
everything. We were like, that was a waste of getting yelled at.
Yeah.
A complete waste of getting yelled at.
I am loving the Pepsi Prebiotic Cola. I am making sure that I am stocked in the office, at home this weekend, just relaxing, getting on the couch. Like I said, I was doing a ton of apartment work, organizing, all those things, and then being able to sit on the couch after everything was clean and cracking open a Pepsi Prebiotic Cola. It was amazing. Comes in 2 flavors, the original cola and cherry vanilla. It has that same great Pepsi taste, but now with even more to love, with no artificial sweeteners, only 5 grams of sugar, just 30 calories, and 3 grams of prebiotic fiber. I have the original cola flavor in my hands right now. Delicious. Really being able to sit, enjoy this delicious prebiotic cola. It's such a way to relax, unwind after a long day, sitting on the couch, getting cozy or under a blanket. You put on your favorite show, or maybe you're eating your favorite snack. You want a nice pairing with that. The Pepsi Prebiotic Cola is perfect. It's Pepsi. It's delicious. It's really unbelievably Pepsi. You get that same Pepsi taste. It's great. You can try the Pepsi Prebiotic Cola now. It's available, so make sure you go and try it today.
I'm not gonna lie, we left. Well, first of all, we all had to like take a walk around the block because we just were so puzzled about what just happened. It sobered me up real fast. Like nothing will sober you up quicker than seeing Leo in person. It's like, holy shit.
Yeah.
My sister and I left. We didn't speak the rest of the night. Like we genuinely couldn't talk about
Just had to sit with it.
what happened. We just had to sit with it. And we didn't talk about it until the next morning because it felt like a weight was on our shoulders. Like, we have this story that no one's ever going to believe. Like, no one's ever going to believe this. And that's almost worse.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So it was quite insane. Just an Oscar-worthy dinner. And
Also, the funniest thing in the group was that Marty was like pretending to be like happy for them. He's like, because I was like, 1, I don't believe this, and 2, like, I'm not gonna be here. Like, oh, I'm so happy for you. Like, Marty was like, wow, that's awesome, guys. And I'm like, stop this facade.
yeah, I said that too. Also, it was so funny because Marty in our group chat was like, and Rhea's not even answering my text. And Tommy goes, don't be so desperate, honey. It's girls' night. But it was so funny when he got home on Saturday. I was like, you know, you don't have to keep pretending that like you're happy for me because I would be so jealous and pissed. He's like, here's the thing. I never had a shot at being there. I was always going to be gone. So I've accepted it. He's like, if I'm Fran and Noah, though, I'm not happy at all. Like,
I gotta say, I know it like is not gonna sound believable, but like I also was just so not gonna be at this dinner. Like that
you were gonna come.
I know, but at a certain point, like I was genuinely happy for you guys too. I was like, oh my God, that's so exciting. But I just wasn't like,
So basically, I'm the only one who should be.
No.
I would be so mad. Like,
I also absolutely love a celebrity sighting. Like I do.
It's the celebrity sighting,
and
guys.
he really is the one.
It's Leo.
But I was just like, I feel like you guys have such an ongoing joke about him that I'm not like 100% in. That I was like, you know what, this is very well deserved for their group.
This is all gonna even out, and I'm gonna like run into Harry Styles.
Yeah, right.
It's just gonna happen.
Everybody has their moment.
Timothy, I'm gonna run into Timothy, Harry. Justin Bieber, one of those guys.
Here's the thing. Now that we saw Leo once, we will see him again.
By the way, this nice dinner that
He'll
we're
be in
going
your
to
circle.
in Miami,
I feel like he's in my aura now. What?
We're not going to see any celebrities. Like, we're going to a nice restaurant this week in Miami. I'm sure that we're not going to see. I'm going to be like on the lookout.
Yeah, we're going to see Drake. He's
never know.
releasing an album. He's going to be celebrating in Miami.
I have a question for you guys.
Yes.
When we mentioned Leo's black hat,
Yeah.
do we think that he has a closet of like 50 black hats, or does he wear the same black hat all the time?
He has multiple because he has the LA one that he was wearing this past weekend,
Yeah.
but then he has just plain black ones.
Right. But like, do you think he has
He
like?
definitely swaps
Do you
them
think he
out.
just has 10 of like the exact same black hat?
I think he has multiple.
Has to, right?
It's like the Batman suit, like in this
Yeah.
closet.
By
Like,
the
you
way,
just open up the closet, there's just a billion of the same hats.
yeah, I just couldn't believe I saw he's like Trent. I couldn't believe I saw his uniform in person. Like
By the way, like he's looking good these days. Like I saw him at the Lakers game. Like
he is
That's
looking.
probably the first time Trent will ever be compared to Leonardo DiCaprio.
That's the crazy part. Is like he's looking damn good.
He is looking good.
Yeah.
He is looking good.
I'm sorry. I have chills again. Like I am trying to be as
How
least
tall is his girlfriend? She seems very
extremely
tall.
tall.
Yeah.
I thought so when Kelly
Funny enough, she does kind of look like Carly Kloss.
So when Kelly was
Now that you
freaking
say
out
that.
originally, I was like, oh my God, that's Carly Kloss.
Yeah.
And then all I had to do was just look
Right.
a little bit
You're
further.
like, that ain't Jared
and I was,
Kushner.
I was like, oh my God, no, that's fucking Leonardo DiCaprio. Listen, I'm trying not to be
I'm
obnoxious
surprised you
about it,
guys
but I
didn't
almost
go
came in with sunglasses
to
on.
the club that we go to see if he.
No.
'cause I was like, he'd be on the way.
No. I knew from the vibes
Yeah.
they weren't going to the club. His girlfriend looked extremely classy dressed up. Like they had just gone to see Adrian Brody on Broadway. That's the vibe I got. That they
You
just
think
Let's
they were
also
together?
be real.
Yeah. I'm like 98% sure
Wait, you
they
think,
were all together.
Like Sam too.
No, not Sam, but I think Adrian, maybe Sam, but Adrian and Leo were definitely
Yeah.
together because
Maybe Leo wanted to go see his show that night.
yeah, because
secretly or
2 weeks
something.
ago there's an article Leo and Adrian backstage at a show.
Yeah.
Like
You don't
I
gotta
don't
worry
know.
about talking a lot because I'm sure Adrian Brody was talking a lot over there too.
Well, that's just an
Oh,
Adrian,
there's a
that's just an
speech joke.
Adrian Brody speech joke.
Let me tell you, Adrian Brody, he looked like he had good vibes. Like he was walking out of
Yeah.
the restaurant, hugging everyone he was with. He seemed jazzed up, like good spirits.
in
Kelly
the-
goes, if the wind blew the right way, I think we would have had a conversation with him.
Right. He seems like I feel like they're getting great reviews on there. He's in the play it's the Kim Kardashian play.
Yeah, it's
Kim Kardashian.
the
I mean,
agent,
Kim Kardashian's like a producer.
the something of 13.
Yeah, right. But and it's
Fear
and
of
it's
13.
Yes.
the Fear of 13, and yeah, it's him and Tessa Thompson
Yes.
too. It's a great show. I saw Kim and Lewis Hamilton going back again. I think
It would make sense why they had a late night reservation because they
imagine
would.
Kim and Lewis Hamilton were also at the table.
No, we would have seen them because we saw
Well,
everybody.
Kim's you.
Who would
can't
be
miss
more?
her.
Leo's more stunning than if you saw Kim.
Oh, and
Leo.
yeah.
We've seen Kim.
And Kim is gorgeous.
Kim is gorgeous, but I mean, like in shockingness,
Yeah.
is seeing Leo.
Well, he's very elusive.
He is
Very elusive. And there's also, by the way, I feel you would see him at a restaurant and you probably wouldn't see him at the club. I can't imagine he's
He's a girlfriend.
with his girlfriend.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
going to the
That's
club.
a place where
No.
single Leo's
Single
going.
Leo's going to the club.
Yeah, they didn't give going to the club vibes
Yeah.
to me. They seem like, oh, we're gonna.
Yeah.
go
That's
home
kind of
after
what we
this.
always want to see. Tommy and I would joke about. It's like because if you see Leo at the club, like that's him in his element. You know,
Yeah.
like that's him at work.
Yeah, he's got to be. I think he's got to be single Leo for him to.
I'm honestly sweating telling this story again. Like it's
Who's your next one now?
Timothy Chalamet and Harry Styles.
Yeah.
Timothy and Kylie together would be. A
Yeah,
big one.
Wow,
I'm
that
banking on seeing Timmy and Kylie together.
Now that I look at her, I really do.
She looks
I
like
see
Carly
the
Kloss.
I see the comparison for sure.
So I thought
She is
that's
stunning.
why Kelly.
Victoria is such
Yeah.
a beautiful name. The double, so Italian.
I thought that's why Kelly was freaking out originally, because that
Right,
would be a
right.
huge one for Kelly to
Right.
see Carly Kloss. But wow, I mean, just a
What
stunning.
would Kelly have done if it was Taylor Swift if she reacted like that?
Well,
to-
then when I saw it was Carly Kloss, I was like,
Yeah. Sometimes though, when the bigger the person is, the more you just like freeze.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I don't ever think if that was Taylor Swift walking out that Kelly Keegs would like sprint at her and
No.
be tackled by security.
No,
Like,
no.
I think you just kind of. I think a lot of times you freeze. You just freeze and you just stare. You freeze and stare.
that's exactly what
You know?
happened. That's
It's a freeze and stare situation.
right. That's exactly what happened, and I'll never forget hearing his voice in person, but the memories are fading, and that is
You know
sad
what
to
this
me.
is? It's like that scene in.
You should write it down. Write down every detail so you can remember.
It's pretty remembered, but it's just like as the days go on,
Yeah.
it's
It's that scene in Mean Girls where they're like, "What did he ask you?" He asked me what time it was or something, and you're like, "I heard
day
him."
it is.
he
say
said thank you so
hello."
much.
Yeah.
He did. He was like, "Hi, thank you so much," getting into his car. So
Well, polite.
very polite, very, very polite, and looking fantastic. And his girlfriend was gorgeous. And wow, it was a star-studded
Yeah.
evening. It
Yeah.
really was.
No Leslie Bibb with Sam Rockwell.
We didn't see Leslie Bibb. I asked the same thing. I
Yeah.
was like, "Where's Leslie Bibb?"
I would
As
love
if
to see
anybody
her.
would have.
I feel like if I saw Sam Rockwell at a table, I would just think to that scene in White Lotus.
I will say there was someone who pass us right after Sam Rockwell walked out. Someone passed us and was like, "Oh my God, hey guys, like big fan." And then after all that, I was like, little did this person know, like.
Right. Who else was
Who
coming
else
out
was
the
in
door?
there?
You needed that to happen in front of Leo.
No,
But
I
isn't
know
that the magic of New York City? You never know who's inside a place when you walk
don't,
by.
and we just couldn't believe that we were dining at the same exact time as him until we walked out. Like,
Yeah.
it's
And that's also the advantage of the late reservation, despite it being late. But that's when the stars come out because they don't. You know, they want to
not
miss
at
the
prime
crowds.
time. Yeah.
Remember when we were in Teresi and the fire alarm went out and we all had to come out? Imagine if that happened.
Yeah.
You guys were just all in the street like, what's going on?
Leo's running down the block in the other
Let
direction.
me tell you, they're letting Leo stay in the
Right.
restaurant.
Well, here's the thing. At this point, I risked telling this story on the podcast of like getting banned from this place and never being allowed back. But I did it for the story. I feel like this is a story you have to share. Can't keep this one in.
And
It's fan fiction.
I don't think you would ever be. I don't think you'd ever be banned. And next time you go, like just like put the reservation.
Well, first of all, and also like Tommy's not allowed back.
Yeah.
Because also I told Noah the next time we go, he's number one on the list because of this whole fiasco. And
Tommy lost his.
he
lost
lost
his
his
privilege.
standing res.
Talk about like blowing it.
Yeah. He was personality on point the whole night until the end.
Talk about blowing it. That's
For real.
Yeah. Yeah.
All you got to do there is just stand still and just take
Freeze
it in.
and stare.
And take it in. It's all about taking in the moment.
Yep.
That's what, like when we went to the Marty Supreme thing, it's like, did I want to take a picture with Tyler the Creator? Yeah.
Yeah, but you were cool.
you play it cool.
And you know what? It's a lesson learned for me as well that you will always be the coolest.
Yeah.
And you should win the spot. But anyways, yeah, that was really exciting. That kind of took up the whole weekend because how could we talk about
How
it?
could
By
you
the
possibly
way,
do anything else after
I've
that?
heard the story. That was my 5th time hearing the story now. They've told it every day since it's happened, multiple times. And they're just reminiscing in this group chat I'm in.
I said that. So in the summer, we're all getting a house together. Fran, you, all of us. I said, me, Tommy, and Kelly are going to be insufferable that whole weekend. Like just having this special bond. So we're gonna have to see somebody before then to one up it. Maybe in Miami, who knows?
Yeah.
But
no, me and you.
Yeah.
We'll
Yeah,
go
we'll see
out.
someone.
Me and you will take the night.
yeah, you guys are going to 11 Saturday.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
heard.
We'll go out. We'll get crazy, and who knows who we'll see?
Who knows? Who knows?
That's what I'm saying. Like, imagine though, it's just. It just is going to continue to get worse because yes, this was real, but the next one is like, who's gonna?
It's gonna seem so fake. It's gonna seem so fucking fake.
Well, if it's especially coming from
If
him.
it's coming from, I
See,
will
that's
need
the thing.
picture
like
proof.
he will. Yeah.
If you weren't at this dinner, you wouldn't believe me. I don't think. Like if I was the one, if the roles were flipped, you wouldn't believe me.
Carried on to this day, I would believe you. Like
if I kept it going. Like
if you
do.
come in on Monday being like dead serious, like at some point I'd have to believe you.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But
You're like, wow, you're really letting this go for a long time.
right. I couldn't possibly keep this up for this long.
Yeah.
But it was really quite something. And then besides that, chill weekend, we had spent, quite some time with our family in Italy. And so we spent a lot of time with our moms. So we celebrated Mother's Day while we were in Italy. Yep. And we went home to Long Island on Thursday. So we saw my mom again on Thursday. And then Matt and I just had a pretty chill day on Sunday. And I made the homemade tomato sauce that they taught us to make in Italy. I took my own whack at it at home, and it was quite delicious. And I'm gonna can't go back now. Can't go back.
Gotta go fresh.
Gotta go fresh tomatoes. Mm-hmm. Never went jarred, but we do the canned tomatoes.
Oh no, the cans are
But
the San Marzano's
yeah,
are fantastic.
now fully fresh tomatoes, and woo, it's delicious. So
Yum.
yeah, successful weekend all around. Big week this week. We will be in Charleston and Miami. We cannot wait with Rumhaven. Thursday night, 5:30 to 7:30. We will be at Saltwater Cowboys in Charleston.
Hell yeah.
Come hang out. Great start to the weekend. I'm sure you got bachelorette parties that start on Thursday night. Come hang out with us. Post work maybe. Come hang out. And then Miami on Saturday will be from 4 to 6. So a little happy hour slot at the Kimpton Hotel in Miami.
Surf Comer.
Yes, so we will be there, and we can't wait to see you guys hang out. It's going to be a nice little week.
It is.
And we can't wait to hang out with you guys and
Little
drink some
getaway.
Rumhaven.
We're
Yes.
very excited.
Very.
Two of our favorite places.
It really is.
It really is. You can't compete.
We
Two
were talking about it last
fantastic
night. We were like,
places.
kind of seems like we picked two of the nicest places to
Let
go.
me tell you. We know what we're doing, okay?
Yeah, we were like, this is gonna be pretty nice.
We're gonna really enjoy ourselves.
Yes, we will.
Yeah.
So can't wait to hang out with you guys. So please come hang out. We'll drink some drinks, have a fun night, good vibes. Maybe Leo will show up.
I was gonna say, any celebs in the area in Miami,
Please
come find us, please.
Yeah.
come find Noah. So he has a story to tell next Monday. All right, let's get into today's episode. Big Bravo news hit Friday night.
It sure did.
Allegedly, Jen Fessler and West have slept together. Allegedly.
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 We don't want to get.
I don't want to get sued by Jen's husband. Thrown out there by Ciara on Threads.
Yeah.
Speaking of Ciara and Tefi will be hosting Love Island's Aftersun for this upcoming season. Taylor, Frankie, Paul, Mikayla going at it online. No
Happy
shock
Mother's Day.
there. Happy, beautiful Mother's Day
Yeah.
celebration. And we have the weekly watch report. So let's get into it. Before we get into all the topics, the drama, everything that we need to talk about, we need to talk about the thing that is keeping everyone's lives organized right now, and that is Microsoft 365 Copilot. What if you could add an AI assistant to your work without ever leaving your workflow? Built into Microsoft Word, Excel, and Outlook, Copilot works where you work, helping you do more in the apps that you already use. In Word, Copilot helps turn scattered notes into a first draft. In Excel, it generates insights from your data. And in Outlook, it cuts through the noise to get you up to speed way faster. The apps you know go further with Copilot, so learn more at m365copilot.com/work. Friday night, Bravo news hit. Page 6 was interviewing Jen Fessler on a carpet, and she was asked how she feels about the, Ciara, Amanda, West situation. Jen hits it with West doesn't mean it.
Yeah,
he's a little puppy, golden retriever.
So cute.
There's nothing worse than people who make a 30-something-year-old grown man seem like a child.
Yeah,
He's just a little baby.
He's so harmless.
He's harmless. Okay.
Meanwhile, Margaret called him Timu Benson Boone.
So Jen, if only she wouldn't have stuck up for Wes in that moment,
Yeah.
would this have not come out?
Yep.
But Ciara responds back and says, LOL, that's because they slept together too. So this sets this sets the internet up in flames.
Yep.
Someone responds back saying isn't she married? Ciara's like, yeah, that's what I thought. So instantly everyone's like, oh my God, did Jen Fessler and Wes sleep together? Because throwback to April when Jen posted a happy anniversary post to her husband, 27 years, she said, and if you slept with Amanda or Wes, I would stay with you.
Yeah.
So
Literally the caption.
yes,
to
that
her
is
post.
actually the caption to her post. So everyone's like, this is really fucking weird. West immediately posts on his story, news to me at Jen Fessler. Jen starts doing this whole thing where she's like, oh, you guys, I'm honored that you think the same person that slept with Ciara would sleep with me, da-da-da-da-da. That was her first response. Then the next day has a response on her Instagram story where she's basically threatening legal action against Ciara, saying that this is defamation.
This is libel.
This is the definition of libel. It's not true, da-da-da-da-da,
Yeah.
although she's flattered.
Yeah.
Dave's video cracked me up because he was like, this ain't flattery, honey. West would fuck a rock. So that part genuinely made me crack up. We have been giving, when Dave does his, we give him the, hey, this is a big story.
Yeah.
Hey, you should cover this.
We just give him the facts.
We give him the facts.
the screenshots, the facts.
It's up to him.
Here's what just happened. And then his decision if it makes a video or not.
Up to him to decide how he's going to pronounce the names, what he's going to do with the information. Is he going to recall the information correctly?
Yeah.
We don't know.
Fessler, by the way, is just
It's too good.
At this point, I'm like, he's doing it on purpose.
I actually don't know if he is.
I know I know it's I don't know if he is.
He's been doing this since the beginning of
I
time.
know, but now I think he knows that it's so good.
Yeah, I don't
Because
know.
every once in a while you get the right pronunciation, but then he goes back to the
Right. I don't know. And there's also a lot of things I don't want to know, whether he keeps his chair there or if he's running to the beach with his chair in his hand. Like, I don't want to know the behind the scenes.
Right.
We just want to give him the facts.
We don't want to
and
know
then-
how the sausage is made.
I don't. It's like seeing how they make McDonald's. I don't want to know. Just like do it.
I think the chair is just locked in the sand.
But we just send him the facts and see what he does with it. And he decides what's a big story or not. We were like, this is big T though.
Yeah.
So.
And he did ask us as well to do this.
Yes. Oh yeah. Like, he wants us to tell him.
He asked us like, I need to
can you
feed
guys
me info for tea medicine.
Yes, and that's what we do. We're not just like, hey,
yeah.
Let's chat it up. But that's what's been going on there. But for this, I have to say, don't know if this is true or not, but I believe it to be true.
Yeah, I certainly fall in a camp that I really don't think Ciara would throw out this accusation without cold hard facts behind her, or her being told this information by somebody she trusts, because I just can't. This is so crazy. And Jen Fessler is married and, with children, and it's just like
Tough Mother's Day.
Yeah. Her daughter posted on TikTok of them like out and about. But I just can't imagine that you're throwing that out there without really being behind it. And Ciara also kind of laughed and made like after Jen Fessler put out the sort of like, this could be something that I could take you to court, whatever, like hinting at some sort of suing Ciara situation. Like Ciara posted on her story again, just a cartwheel emoji, and then like the Lisa Barlow lawyer meme. So I don't really think you're laughing it up afterwards without knowing you have some truth on your side.
Right.
Which has to be the case. And I don't think Wes or Jen Fessler would ever be like, yeah, we did it.
Well, I don't think Ciara speaks up in this way unless she knows for a fact. So I fully trust.
I agree. She doesn't really ever get in the mix like this.
No, she doesn't. Even when it came to the Amanda and Wes stuff, she wasn't like online posting so much about it.
Yeah.
I think that she knows and has cold, hard proof.
Yeah.
So
this is Jen's own fault.
And
too.
I think that this has been going around for a little bit now. This rumor of Wes and Jen. There have been, throwback to Wes and Watch What Happens Live last year, talking about sleeping with a 50-something-year-old woman and how it was weird, but that's what makes it pleasurable.
There seems to be a trail, perhaps.
There is a little bit of a trail, which Wes is known for, I guess. And now, this is my theory of why Wes got on his Instagram story immediately and wrote news to me at Jen Fessler, is because when the Amanda rumors came out, he did not get on and deny it immediately.
Yeah.
And I think he learned from that in the way that he's like, oh, fuck, people will know this is true if I don't get on immediately, because he did not do that with Amanda. So for him, this is just all I'm thinking, is that he's like, oh, I better get on and deny this on my Instagram story to make it seem like it's really not true, because people will think, oh, he denied it right away, but with Amanda, he didn't. So this must not be true. Either way, I think Wes is a sex addict. Like, I don't know. Listen, that's why I don't know why I feel that way, but I do. And I don't think that's a crazy assumption to come to. And not because he's like sleeping with it, or like he likes married women. Like, I don't know.
No.
I don't know. It's like
I think he likes it. I think he likes all.
I think he likes it all. I think
all women.
Yeah, he is like the definition of like fuckboy. Like, I think he just fucks everything.
Yeah.
Not to put it like so grossly like that, but I really it's
he fucks.
But I'm not like, yeah, he fucks. Like, I'm like, no, like, you have any like boundaries?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, do you have to fuck everybody? I don't.
Here's the thing. I think that for a while, and the way that this has been going, is he gets a taste of this. I think he was hooking up with girls all the time regardless. But I think once the touch of fame came into play, you feel a little untouchable in a way. It's like, I can I can get whoever I want, do whatever I want, blah, blah, blah. Where it's just too much power. And then it just comes back and you're just like, ugh, like, you know what I'm saying? Because now he's been, like he said on his podcast last week, it's like, he did have some nudes leak. And he had mentioned that. And he was like, this is like the 6th worst thing to happen to me recently. So in my mind, you throw this into the mix and he's just got to be like, I don't know. Like now I'm just going to straight up deny this because I can't, it just keeps on coming. The hits just keep on coming.
Yeah, it is a lot. And I just feel like it's just, it's like shocking at this point. Like he really fucked everybody.
I know.
Allegedly. You know?
Yeah. And once again, all alleged.
Because
But
Jen
if
is
there was a
denying
hookup with Jen Fessler, it was probably year plus in situation, I feel like. Because they've known each other for a while, and now there is this trail of videos of them like either being at events together or they're praising each other. And at one, like, on one side, I guess, okay, Jen Fessler, pop off for really giving your genuine opinion on West. Because a lot of people would just side with the masses in a situation like this. She's like, oh, I love him. But my God, was this the wrong time to do that? Because you've been exposed, allegedly.
Did you see Dumois posted that? You never know what's real or not on there, but they posted that somebody wrote in that they overheard West. This was a submission from a while ago talking about getting,
and when he was
like,
in Bozeman or something.
Yeah, talking about getting like the best blowjob ever from a girl named an older woman named Jenny.
Yeah.
And I just like
that one maybe is
that one felt a little far.
Yeah. Because also, just like we've been watching this show, Jen Fessler's been on it for a while. I haven't heard one person refer to her as Jenny. Now, maybe West and Jenny have a different relationship.
Well, he calls Amanda Mandy.
Yeah. No, you're not wrong. I don't know. But here's the thing. Now that we've heard so much, like when I saw this, I was like, yeah, I think a lot of people felt that way. Like, yeah, shocking. But at the same time, they were like, if this is true, like, sure it is.
Right. Like it's not like the most shocking thing in the world. Also because like we had heard this rumor already. Yeah. I think like that, like this was a rumor I think that's been going on in the Bravo world for a while, but it was like a rumor, right? Like you don't know if that's true or not. But then Ciara posting that makes you go, oh, I don't think Ciara posts this unless she like knows. Yeah. Now maybe somebody gave Ciara the wrong facts, but I don't think Ciara posts that without knowing for a fact. But who knows? Once again, all alleged, and Jen is vehemently, right? Vehemently?
Yeah. Vehemently. Yeah.
She's just coming out wrong.
Yeah. It's the word we're looking for.
Yeah. Denying it.
Yeah.
So
she certainly is. And
Ciara's not scared though.
She is married. There was a little blip, I think, but it was years and years ago of her husband like having an affair. And they worked through it and stayed married. And I think that was like a long time ago though. But she has referred to it in the past. Because now I think there was a world where it was like, oh, maybe they have some sort of arrangement. Is there an open marriage situation that we don't know about? That was my first thought. But then when she posted that Instagram story of like, this could be considered libel, all these things, I'm like, I don't think her husband knew anything at all. Because when you go out and deny so hard, it's like, well, you're trying to protect the people in your life.
There's been a lot of jokes about Tony Soprano and West being Eskimo brothers.
Right. Because it's like people refer back to the show and they're like, Jen Fessler has not held back about her sex life when she's talked about it on the show. So,
yeah, apparently she slept with James Gandolfini.
Yeah, back in the day.
James Gandolfini and West Wilson.
Yeah.
So, well, listen.
Allegedly.
Have to keep throwing allegedly out there.
Yeah. Yep.
One time not one time, this was recently. I posted on my story or when I did the video about the leaks from the reunion, and I said allegedly. And I got a lot of messages being like, wait, you keep saying allegedly. Like, are these like AI? And I was like, no, like, you have to say allegedly, you know?
Yeah.
You have to say allegedly.
We don't want to get thrown into the
No.
mix of,
It's all alleged. Very alleged. Moving on.
Ciara. I believe Ciara.
Oh, no, same.
Yeah.
But that's
it's
our belief.
That's my opinion.
Yeah, that's about my
That's my
opinion.
opinion!
An
Yeah.
opinion you can't get sued for an opinion.
Yep.
No. Moving on, while we're on the topic of Ciara and Tefi have been announced as the new Love Island Aftersun host. I think that this is a great match.
Yep.
People are freaking out though. They're like, does this mean Ciara's not going to be on Summer House? Love Island is before Summer House. Love Island is in June.
Yeah,
Starts
but it's
June 3rd.
close, man.
It is close, but Summer
They
House.
always film. They start filming like around the 4th of July. Summer House.
Right, but I think Love Island wraps up around that time.
But I feel like it's like 6 weeks, not 4 weeks.
Maybe, I don't know. Maybe they have a deal where she's gonna do only,
Yeah.
since it's
Well,
her
I mean, it
and
is also
Tefi.
2 people, yeah.
So same thing with Maura last year,
Yeah.
where it was split. So you never know. Maybe
Also,
I don't even know if Summer House is like we have no.
yeah, like if I'm Ciara, I don't know if I want to be going back to Summer
No,
House.
but she kind of made it seem like she would when she did that Glamour article.
Yeah.
She was like, I'm not going back. So
Right.
who's to say? But this is such an amazing gig. This is so cool. Seems like Maura's out.
Yeah.
But
Just some fresh faces.
right. It's fun to switch
and
it
Maura's
up.
getting like some really great opportunities as well. I did kind of. I was like, well, Maura's got Dancing with the Stars, and then I was like, well, I guess Ciara also does have Dancing with the Stars.
Right, but it could, Maura's done Aftersun. Maybe
Yeah,
she moved on
yeah,
from it. But I think
yeah.
it's great to mix it up with Ciara and Tefi. I think they will
Yep.
be so fun. I think it's the perfect fit for Love Island Aftersun.
Yep.
They're going to have amazing outfits. Like, it's going to be so good. And Ciara has been crushing it as well as Tefi on red carpets and
Yeah.
interviewing and whatnot. So I feel like that this is a really great role for them.
Definitely keeping it in the NBC Universal family makes sense. They got that. They love the twisting of all the franchises and whatnot. Tefi's also just like a fantastic storyteller. She's one of those people that you just love to hear talk. Like when she does her long form TikTok stories, I'm always locked in. She's one of those voices. It's very soothing. So I think that this is a great fit, and we're right around the corner, June 2nd, right?
June 2nd or 3rd, right? June
Right,
2nd?
somewhere around there. Second for Love Island USA, and I think the UK is also
They're one day apart.
like right at the same time. So double whammy, Love Island coming at us quickly, fast approaching, which makes me excited because I mean summer's here, which is we made it. We made it through another cold, dark winter to finally get that summertime, and I'm excited to see like a new cast.
I'm excited to see the cast announce. Love the Love Island season, it's just around that time. And this will be a fun switch up. So we're excited to see this. And the last topic before we get into the weekly watch report, Taylor, Frankie, Paul, and Mikayla, they have been fighting on social media with some very long posts.
Some of the
I gotta
longest
be
posts.
honest. I am having trouble keeping up with this just for the sheer fact of amount of paragraphs
No,
that have
for
been
sure.
posted that I'm like, I don't even know what they're talking about anymore.
Their posts are so long, you like need an AI summary of the post.
It's just like, oh wow, the last one that Taylor posted, I was like, oh, I don't know if I could read this.
Yeah, this all started because I think they're right now in a situation where some of the girls have been vocal in support of Taylor and some have not. And when that happens, it's like, well, why aren't you speaking on this? Why aren't you speaking on that? We saw what happened in court with Taylor and Dakota, and the judge basically coming down to like, this is, but both of you have made mistakes clearly, and it's not just the blame is not just on one, and seeing everything that he had said in that situation, and now picking up the cameras again, and how involved is Taylor? Is she involved? Is she not involved? All these things. And Mikayla put out this long post where she really was relating her situation and her illness and what she has to deal with sort of with Taylor's situation in the sense of like, she said, if I was knowingly giving myself rashes, I wouldn't be expecting sympathy from anyone online or privately. Imagine someone told me, hey, we know for 100% certainty that if you stopped using this cream, your rashes would go away. Then imagine I continued using that cream while still asking people for sympathy and help. At some point, my friends would probably say, we feel sorry for you, but stop using the cream so you can heal. And if I continued to use it over and over again for years, knowing the outcome every single time was the same, it would eventually get to a point where the people who genuinely care about me could no longer enable me by continuing to give sympathy and support to behavior that is clearly keeping me stuck in an unhealthy cycle. I absolutely agree that compassion should be felt for the people involved and for the situation itself. And believe me, I felt absolutely sick to my stomach and horrible for what everyone involved must be feeling and going through. However, it is not my job to enable poor or dangerous behavior from either party, especially when children are involved. That doesn't mean I don't love them and want the best for their individual futures. Continues on talking about her setting her own boundaries in her life. Every single time the behaviors and patterns continued and were publicly praised for being, quote, messy and, quote, relatable, continuing to show up and give sympathy to someone who has mentioned time and time again that they can't be a friend right now, while also acknowledging they are self-aware of the decisions being made and still expecting loyalty online, despite evidence of violent behavior and poor decisions, would not only be a disservice to my healing, but to the other people involved as well. You cannot save someone who is unwilling to participate in their own rescue. In my opinion, anyone being on anyone's team publicly right now has their own selfish personal reasons, mainly to avoid backlash from fans. Having a moral compass and boundaries doesn't make you a bad or, quote, jealous friend. I respect Mikayla for putting out her full opinion and how that is how she feels. And she deserves to feel that way. She absolutely deserves to put up boundaries with Taylor. I don't think that is crazy at all. Do I think comparing the cream and the rash to Taylor's situation, I understand the analogy that Mikayla is trying to make. I just don't know how applicable it is when Taylor's situation is not with a item, it's with the person.
Right, like there's human feelings involved.
Yeah, like it's not one person fighting against something that's just an illness, a physical thing that can't respond back to you.
Right, there's human connection.
Taylor's dealing with somebody that is a seemingly master manipulator in all definitions of the word. Mm-hmm. So I understand why that would be a frustrating comparison for Taylor and why she has continued to post multiple times kind of on Mother's Day as well in response to everything that Mikayla said. But at the same time, if I'm Taylor, I'm just like, you know what? You can feel that. Like, you to say what you want to say, Mikayla. I don't think Taylor going back at her really helps anything.
But we know Taylor Frankie Paul, and that's never going to be the case. Like, Taylor is never going to go, oh, I'm not going to respond to this. Like,
I know.
She's going to respond and then some.
But at this point, doesn't it? It also just feels like it would speak volumes on maybe some of the work that Taylor will be doing if she just sort of bowed out of a
to be honest, I have
fight of this
Mormon wives fatigue. There are people who have summer house fatigue and Mormon wives fatigue. I don't have summer house fatigue. I have Mormon wives fatigue.
Yeah, I totally understand
because
it's nonstop
and it's also really dark at times.
Yeah,
and I think sometimes I just look at them and go, maybe we just need to step away from the show for a little bit.
Yeah.
And work on that, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. So Taylor posted a whole long response, obviously not happy with the cream and the rash comparison as well. And I think she's maybe felt a certain way towards Mikayla and how she's handled their friendship and maybe not addressing things directly with Taylor, going to other people, all things like that. She wrote, your trauma doesn't give a pass to kick me all down and cover it with a boundary months later after the fact. She has right to state her boundary, sure, but go ahead, tell them the truth. Who was your last convo with regarding the situation? Not me. What other questions did you have in the concerns while filming with me? Does she get paid more than us? Save the Concern for Children Act. They all know I'm good to my children. I miss more events, girls' nights, and opportunity to stay home with my kids more than some could ever say. Happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there. Of course, I'm spiraling. People calling me out yet again, and I can't respond. Exactly what I will not be tolerating ever again. Thank you, God, for the people who were sent to help me through this with my enemies so close. So yeah, like you said, it is. She is going to respond. She posted on her story as well and said, I will not be sitting down, staying silent, or logging off. I did that for years on this. Trust me, I can take a beating, whether it's physical, emotional, or public scrutiny. Anyone else want to speak up? Please do. ... So, not backing down in any sense of the word, which I guess...
And they have picked up cameras.
Is part of the show.
I believe,
say, which I guess
so,
is all part of the show in some sense.
So I think we'll see this unfold on the next season because I think they've picked back production up, which makes sense because if this was going on back and forth online and there's not filming, like things had been going on for months that I don't think got filmed, and now this will be. On top of that, Jesse and Marciano.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
Their posts kind of make me sick.
Yeah, there was also a situation with one of the contestants that was on Taylor's season. Did you see that?
No.
He posted all these pictures with Jesse, like faux paparazzi photos and like them kissing at a dinner.
Oh.
Yeah.
I didn't see that. I saw the video
So I think she's dating, but the
video of Marciano picking her up
from her
like Wuthering Heights.
Yeah.
And
I
gotta be honest.
He's not Jacob.
No, I gotta be honest, I didn't like it.
I didn't like it either.
Just because there's too much background Marciano that
I
don't think I'm necessarily rooting for Jesse and Marciano to be together at all.
Yeah.
I don't trust him.
I agree. I don't know what this guy's name is. Oh no. Oh, okay. So she was flirting with, his name is Brandon Purse. He must have deleted them. Because I don't see them now, but there were a lot of them, and even still, Jesse likes and comments on all of his stuff. But yeah, it's shit like this.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Weird.
I'm trying to. There's one of that and then he posted this of them kissing with a heart over them kissing.
Maybe if I'm Jesse, I just stay away from any guys who have interacted with my friends.
Right. Yeah. And he was a contestant on Taylor's season.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know either. It feels like a lot currently.
Mm-hmm.
I would prefer if Marciano just
got out of the picture.
Fizzled.
I agree. I totally agree with that. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see on this next season, I guess.
Yeah.
And that wraps up today's topics.
We are always saying it, but Skims changes the game when it comes to intimates. Everything that Skims comes out with is the best. I really just love the Skims bras. They are my go-to. The everyday cotton. They are just the best bras. I'm wearing one right now under my Skims shirt. This is also a Skims t-shirt. They are really some of my favorites. I think that this color is so great. You can get them in tons of basics, but this is such a go-to staple t-shirt for me. I love the Skims bras. The Skims Ultimate bra is also amazing. They recently came out with one in the new cotton fabric, so it has that same roundedness and iconic lift, but feels even better in everyday cotton, especially under a t-shirt. Really doesn't get any better. Their bras and underwear, they're fantastic. The cotton underwear, amazing. The bras, amazing. They're my go-to every day underneath every outfit, and they can work for every outfit. I have tried so many bras, and I always go back to the Skims one. So when I am telling people what bras, or people ask me, what bras you wear? It's the Skims bras. And really the everyday collection, t-shirts, sweatshirts, all that, some of my favorites. You can shop everyday cotton and all of our favorite bras and underwear at skims.com. After you place your order, be sure to let them know we sent you. Select podcast in the survey and be sure to select our show in the drop-down menu that follows.
All right, let's get into the Weekly Watch Report where we talk about the things we watched this week. Weekly Watch Report on Monday. 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 I gotta be honest, I don't think I was in a big TV watching mood this week. I do have a couple of things, but not really too much to add. I will say we did watch Off Campus, but we will not be able to talk about it until Monday because it's not out yet.
Yeah.
So that took up a good chunk. So won't be able to talk about that until next Monday. Kevin Hart roast was on Sunday night live. I always love a good roast.
Yeah.
Always love a good roast. To me, there were some standouts and there were some big fat flunkers. Just in general.
Yeah,
What do you guys feel?
No, I agree. There was some I thought very funny moments. And however, for me, just like I need it to be shorter.
It was long.
It's just they go a little too long.
And I also think roasting a comedian sometimes doesn't have that hard of a punch as roasting like a Tom Brady or Justin Bieber. Like
I was kind of turned off anytime Kevin Hart started to like get into like Kevin Hart mode where I'm like this, like we need to maybe be making fun of you. This isn't like your like little stand-up bit.
Right. There's
time.
also
I do love Kevin
But where
Hart.
he like came out and he's like, all right, like it's like I want to hear jokes about you. I don't want to hear you like kind of hype yourself up.
It's way different when it's towards a comedian versus just a celebrity.
Yeah, definitely. I also think there's no like Kevin gets it. So there's no oh my God, did that joke go a little too far and now is that person actually pissed?
Right.
Kind of thing.
Like with Tom, it was
Tom just like I don't think expected or knew what he was getting into.
Yeah.
And it was like,
Kevin
we're taking
totally
shots at
does.
his family.
Yeah, yeah. But I still
I mean, his
thought
wife
there was
took it.
Yeah, but I do think though, and people do go there even when it's not a comedian, of course. But it did feel like people were really going there with Kevin, and there were some very, very funny moments. But yeah, then there are some there's always certain people that get thrown into a roast that you're just like, I don't really understand why this person's here.
Draymond Green.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Draymond Green, I didn't.
Yeah.
You didn't do it for me.
Yeah.
No.
And it's also where it's like, you're openly saying someone wrote these jokes for me, and you're just kind of, so it just loses its spark. It's like, okay, well, why am I just watching Draymond Green read jokes that someone else wrote for him? And of course, most people are having jokes written for them or help, but like,
I actually thought that happened a lot last night, way more than usual with this roast, that like even Shane Gillis just kept talking about like skipping jokes on the teleprompter or like, and I'm like,
He posted a picture afterwards where he's like, my writers, and it was like 15 people.
Yeah, I'm just like, why? Like
that's the case for
it is, but like there was so much addressing of like
maybe some of the magic.
Yeah, but maybe because some of the jokes were risky that people wanted to be like, wait, no, like this was approved or whatever. I felt like Chelsea Handler crushed it. So funny. Nikki Glaser was asked why, if she was doing this one, and she was like, no, I want, and she did have a funny joke back, being like, how many jokes can you make about how short Kevin Hart, and whatever.
Yeah,
but there were a lot of jokes about Chelsea Handler and Nikki Glaser combined, which were, funny. But Chelsea Handler, I thought, was so good. I thought Pete Davidson was great. I thought Cheryl Underwood was great. Like, there were some real bangers, I thought, mixed in there. And then there were just a couple that fell flat, I think. But that happens at a roast. Like, there's always going to be the ones that are gonna hit harder, but there were some really funny ones.
There were some moments that like Tiana Taylor, like that whole part was kind of like lost me a little bit. It went on for a long time.
Yeah, she's just literally one of the hottest people ever, which is hard.
That's like what Shane Gillis said afterwards. She's
it's hard to not acknowledge how hot she is.
Yeah, and I go back and forth on Shane Gillis a lot because there's some things that I really like of his and think are funny, and like I enjoy watching tires and things like that, but some of it like sometimes when you do the oh shit, you guys are gonna like these. If you're not laughing
No,
now,
he does
like,
that every.
like,
he does
it-
an SNL where he's like,
he does.
Come on,
He
like,
does.
I hate it.
And I think like when you do that too much, it gets kind
like
of
a
annoying.
cop-out.
Yeah, he's like, oh, fuck you guys. It was funny.
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
like, oh my God,
Yeah.
stop.
Yeah,
It's like
right.
too
Like
much
it's like,
breaking the fourth
that was
wall.
Yes.
that was the funniest one I had. Like it's like when you do that too much, you lose me.
Yeah, 'cause
Right, it's
People are
like-
making like crazy, risky jokes, and the crowd was laughing. Like, it's not. I don't think it's all because they were like edgy.
Yeah.
that
Sometimes
people are laughing.
it's his delivery where it's like, you're trying to be like too self-aware, like
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
self-aware, but you know what? Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
The constant addressing of like, oh, fuck you. That was funny. I was like, okay,
Yeah,
enough.
that's where it kind of loses me a little bit. How many people do you think immediately Googled about Cheryl Underwood's husband? Because I certainly did. When Shane made that
yes.
first joke, I was like, oh my God, is her husband really dead?
Yeah, me being one of them.
Like I
yeah.
couldn't have Googled that faster. It was like the first thing to come up too. And when I was like, oh, that's real, I went, oh my God.
Cheryl Underwood getting a standing ovation, absolutely well deserved.
Yeah,
Because
very
she got
well
up there
deserved.
and fucking
And she probably got ripped apart
the
most
yeah.
of like the
But-
people on stage.
just crushed it.
Yeah.
And it felt like a lot of those things were off the cuff too. Just
Yeah.
in response to what other people had been saying about her.
Yeah.
And it was just so good. Standing ovation, just
yeah.
well deserved.
Lizzo also, I think, really did a great job and was funny and was also able to laugh at herself. I want to see, like, if you're up there, you got to know you're getting ripped apart. And I want to see you laugh about the jokes about yourself. You know, like when people don't laugh at the jokes about themselves, but then they go up there and then they rip everybody apart too. That's when I'm like, you got to be like when they cut to the person, they're like saying like this. I'm like, you got to be able to laugh.
Great PR for Lizzo.
It was.
Because she was funny and also laughed at every joke about
Yeah.
her. And there was a lot of
Yeah.
Lizzo jokes.
There were a few people and moments where you could tell that it was like, no, they actually hate each other. Like,
yeah, I
where
got the-
that, like Chelsea Handler going at Tony. A lot of people were going at Tony Hinchcliffe, and
Yeah.
then he was going, and like you could tell, like some people just actually don't like
Yeah.
each other.
Yeah.
I got the vibe that Chelsea Handler really does fucking hate Tony Hinchcliffe and Shane Gillis.
I'd
Yeah.
imagine so.
Yeah.
Like,
And
Shane Gillis sitting next to her, like after that, like he looked so uncomfortable.
yeah.
But she crushed it. She was so funny. Starting off, she started off saying like I was like looking at Kevin Hart, wondering why 50 Cent's dick is walking around by himself. Like I genuinely, it was so funny. I mean, her whole set was hilarious,
Yeah.
but starting off with that made me laugh so hard. And she's also, I feel like, such a good sport when it comes to people making jokes about her. Because there's always the same repetitive ones about how she's not a mother and a lot of abortions and all of that. So I feel like she's just really good at taking it, but also giving it. Obviously, she's been in this industry forever now, so she knows.
I do find though that like it is funny, and I guess whatever they joke about it themselves and it fits in. But so many, I think like with Chelsea or like even with Nikki, these guys like make the same jokes about them. It's like, this fucking whore,
Right,
Like,
and
it's
that's why they're like,
okay.
that's why she gets up there and she's like,
Yeah.
oh, it's tiresome. I'm
Yeah.
your resident whore. Like,
Yeah.
it's always the same.
Yeah, they do the same shit when it's Nikki.
Right, it's the same thing that they go after.
Yeah.
Big J. Okerson had a joke about Nikki Glaser not being there because it was Chelsea Handler's week with the substance.
Yeah,
that was pretty funny.
Did you see people were like, I guess Kevin Hart, he was the only one that Kevin Hart didn't like acknowledge at the end, and people are saying that they actually like aren't like don't have a good relationship right now because they used to be like really good friends, which I didn't know. But he like didn't even acknowledge him like at the end when he was like, "Thank you,
I don't know
everyone."
the background of that at all.
Yeah. By the time I got to the end, I was pretty exhausted. There's no way The Rock wasn't coming out.
Oh, we all knew
which
The
we
Rock
all-
was
we all
I
coming
knew
thought
out.
he
that
was good
happening.
though. Like
I-
he was getting a lot of hate. I think.
I saw The Rock getting a lot of hate. I
thought he was
I
good.
thought I enjoyed. I was like, hey, this may not be fantastic, but I'm laughing, and it looks like he's having
Also,
fun.
Yes.
he's just like a great performer. Like we
Yeah,
know this.
he's The
but,
Rock.
like,
He's The Rock.
his delivery was incredible
No,
like,
it's
on
good.
every line.
So much. I mean, here, and it's the same shit with Tom Brady. It's like I do not understand how a man like Tom Brady can make me cringe so hard every time he opens his mouth, even when the joke, like
He was
the
better
jokes,
this time, I feel like. But
no,
yeah.
but like if someone else were telling his jokes, I would have been like the jokes were funny. There were some funny lines in there. It's just
Yeah.
his delivery is just
The whole did you think
not
Kevin Hart
there.
actually didn't know Cat Williams was coming?
I
That
don't
was
know.
the only possible one that I
maybe
was like,
he had
maybe he
a
didn't know.
feeling, but
I just find that those shows are like completely
I think they are for the most part,
scripted,
but
100%.
it probably would be tough to pay Cat Williams whatever they paid him and not tell.
Right.
Kevin
Yeah,
Hart.
yeah.
I thought Pete Davidson did a great job.
Yeah.
I thought he was so
yeah.
funny. He went after Tony as well. Sometimes I'm like really wondering if there's some real hate in there
I
or
think
not.
there is because that whole like Joe Rogan crew, like
Right.
is separate from like
100%.
these A-listers.
I think people like can really like, especially for a roast, they make all these more superficial, like top of the surface jokes that are easy to make, and then sometimes they throw in some that maybe go a little bit more like political or belief based, and you're like, oh, that's coming from a place of like, fuck you.
Yeah, like this is personal.
Yeah,
this is personal.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, that was like, I feel like so fun about Chelsea Handlers.
Yeah,
was that
totally.
it was like, these are funny, but they're personal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Tony went equally personal back at Chelsea though. Like you
Yeah.
could tell those two. Like I thought he was good though. Like as much like there's a lot of hateable things about him, but he is
Yeah.
really good at roasting.
It's his job, right? Like
Yeah.
that's like what he's
Kill Tony. Yeah.
known for and all that. But my God, some of it I'm like, oh.
when Pete was like, kill Tony. No, seriously, someone kill Tony.
Yeah.
Pete really got me.
Wait,
Yeah,
the-
he
know,
was
it's
very
nice to
fun-
see him.
Pete was very funny.
everyone's talking about Seth Green, that moment where they told, did you see like Dave tweeted
Yeah.
about it? Where like they made him move out of the way to show John Stamos.
Yeah.
And there was like, that's so disrespectful.
By the way, John Stamos, high as all hell. Those eyes were as glassy as possible. When Cheryl Underwood called out making out with John Stamos and he started licking his lips.
That was amazing.
I was like, this is amazing.
Yeah.
I wanted John Stamos to get up there right there and start kissing.
Yeah.
Like that would have been,
So good.
that was just so good.
The Rock trying to get Kevin to sit on his lap. Also really made me laugh. I don't know what it was.
Hearing
He
The
just-
Rock say cock,
Yeah.
like
I know. But it was fun to see
Yeah.
him do that. He was like, I'm a little drunk or whatever. It's
Yeah.
like he's having fun. He's such a PG guy, like family man all the time, all
Yeah.
these things, that him just like putting on his sexy voice to talk to Kevin Hart's wife was really making me laugh. Like it was. I thought it was, I really
I
thought
didn't
it
even
was
know
good.
that story, the whole Kevin Hart cheating thing. I feel like I completely missed
Oh yeah,
that.
Vegas.
Oh yeah, Vegas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of
Yeah.
wild. Like, if I was his wife, I'd be like, so you're going to just do a roast now where I get, like, all the jokes are kind of, like, at my expense.
Unfortunately, that is par for the course
She
when
seemed
you're
like
like,
a-
yeah.
I mean, yeah.
She was laughing.
For
Yeah.
that check, the amount of money he probably got for this.
And also,
Yeah.
just like at that point, it was 2017, almost 10 years ago.
Yeah.
I'm sure
That
you've
was a
moved
good line
on at this point.
for
If
Brady.
they-
Yeah, no, it was. I said Brady had
His
some
writers.
singers, but it's just like it's just the delivery that you're like, oh. But
Which
No,
one did you
no.
enjoy more, this roast or Brady, like, as a whole?
Tom Brady's, I think, as a whole, I enjoyed more.
yeah, I think so too.
Just because, like, there's just so much to make fun of with Tom Brady.
Yeah.
That I'm like,
it also is something about the comedian
and
thing.
it's also that it, like, the factor
Yeah.
of like, right, like he's not a comedian and they were hitting.
I also think
Yeah.
the couch, the people who are on the couch is, like, the best part about it. Like, I don't even care about people roasting Kevin. Like, the people roasting each other is, like, what I like the
it
most
did
anyway.
feel like last night that some of the jokes became just a bit repetitive, though. Like,
yeah.
Right, and that is very true because and Kevin Hart is very self-aware, I think, and jokes about himself all the time, and also I think knows what jokes are coming at him, and we do too. And yeah, there are great short jokes that are made from where you really laugh, but it's like it's gonna be the whole night, or like Sell Out, his movies suck, the whole thing. It's like we've heard the Kevin Hart roast jokes because it's what everyone jokes about with Kevin Hart. There's no like bomb drop revelation or someone bringing up some rumor that like we all don't know already because it's so talked about with him. And Kevin is so self-aware, which is fun to watch too, because even at the end when he was doing his set, he was like, I like to thank Walmart. Like, it's like, he's giving the shout out to his
Well,
sponsors.
which he definitely actually got paid for.
The whole thing
Yeah.
and whatever.
All
yeah,
those
that's
things.
why it's in good fun,
Yeah, it is.
because
It is.
it's very self-aware with Kevin Hart.
Who
Totally.
do you want to see, like, the next roast be?
That's a good question.
That is a good question.
Because it has to be someone who's not, like, in their prime, kind of, like, past their prime, who would be willing to do this.
Yeah.
Like, preferably not a comedian.
right.
That Dave Chappelle shot, by the way, that was wild.
Yeah.
I forget exactly what it was about, like his wife. Like, remember, like
was it Naeem who made that joke?
No, it was Jay, I think.
Oh. There was multiple Jay.
But he like said jokes. Like he made no jokes in his Netflix, and he's just like robbing Netflix.
Oh yeah,
but then he like just took a shot at his wife. Like,
I'm still trying to think of who. Because you're right. I would prefer it to not be a comedian.
Yeah, I'm thinking like
I'm thinking it was
musicians,
or some sort of like some sort of actor or actress.
The Rock, like honestly, but I feel like that would be very similar to this.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, here's the thing: like Justin Bieber, though, was like in his prime when he did it.
Yeah,
but it was still like he kind of needed to redeem. Like he was in his prime, but also in his bad prime.
Yeah.
Like he was in the news,
right? He was
for really bad things.
Because I was gonna say like. Someone like Timothée Chalamet would be really funny.
That would be really funny.
But it has to be some time.
I don't know what he would gain from that, really.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
It would be a random time
also,
for
like,
him to do that.
What, like, can you... I don't even know, like, what do you say to Timothée Chalamet? Like, you're the man? Like, what has he done?
There's something to make fun of for everybody, you know? Like...
Yeah, but you need someone that has
a little bit of a...
John Mayer? That would be a good
John
one.
Mayer would be a really good one. And you know what? That's the kind of PR John Mayer needs.
I don't even, but like I feel like he probably wouldn't want all that stuff brought back to light, you know? Like he's kind of moved on past like the womanizer
but
stuff.
Then like,
yeah.
But if things get brought back to light and you could joke about it, then people, they respect you more. They're like, oh, he could laugh about it.
Yeah.
John Mayer is a good one.
That would be a good one.
Yeah, that would be a good one.
Yeah, love a roast. I'll give it a B+. I enjoyed my time. Yeah, I love a roast, and it was funny.
This episode is brought to you by Noble, Barstool's favorite footwear brand. Noble is a brand known for their best-in-class footwear, and they're everywhere right now. Walking around New York City, the airport, walking the dog, wherever I go, I am seeing Noble. There are so many cute styles and colors, and they can look good. Casual, sporty, dressed up. We've been loving their daily runner, the Journey 2. It is a great shoe for the runners out there. But if you're not a runner like me and you like to do long walks and those things, especially when I'm taking Olive out for a nice walk, it's getting so nice out again in the city. So we are out and about. They are so comfortable. They are a great shoe for walking around. They're soft where you want and structured where you need so you can take it outside, really wherever you want to go. They're really so comfortable and cute, and you can wear them for all your exercise. Exclusively for Chicks in the Office listeners, Noble is offering 35% off your first order. Visit nobleproject.com and use code CHICKS for 35% off your entire first order. That's www.NOBULLPROJECT.com and use code CHICKS for 35% off.
Summer House this week, I will give a B+ as well. The Kyle freak out.
Yeah.
We talked about this already.
Yeah.
Cliffhanger. Yeah. Survivor, A+. This episode
I love it.
So good. Little spoiler. I'm sure you've watched by now, but I'm going to say what happened. Ozzy, yet again, goes home with an idol in his pocket after talking about how he had a dream that morning, woke up from the dream that he got sent home with an idol in his pocket, and then still did not play the idol that night after he had a fucking dream about it. And he did this in past season as well. Goes home for a second time with the idol in his pocket. Just unbelievable. How
the
he
odds of that feels
how he it was poetic. It's literally like a poetic tragedy, the way that Ozzy's Survivor career has now ended. The fact that he was able to be convinced and tricked to not use his fucking idol is beyond me. He has no one to blame but himself. And I wanted Ozzy to stay. I was upset to see him go. But if you're going to go like that, like, that's on you. That's just all on you. You didn't fucking use it and you got tricked. And I don't know how you let them trick you once again. So, and also Emily went home. Emily was on and off for me. Sometimes I enjoyed her. Sometimes she annoyed me. I felt like she had loyalty to people, but then she was too many. You know, she didn't have like one person she was sticking to. But this season's so good. A+. Hacks all caught up. This season is funny. Some twists and turns I'm not expecting. Like Amazing Race. There's a lot of twists and turns in this season, which I love this show. It's one of my favorites. I'll give Hacks a B+. And that's everything I watched.
I got to catch up on that. I'll give the roast a B. I enjoyed it, but I just think like I need it to be condensed.
Shorter, yeah.
3 hours on a Sunday night. It's just long.
The crowd was so big that I was thinking like they're putting on like a show this time where it's like they got Usher. Like people are coming out of like nowhere because
I forgot about Usher. I was like, wow, there's a goddamn musical number to start this thing. Yeah, that happened so early in the night. Forgot about that too. I'm behind on most things, but like inching my way back. So I watched episodes 2 and 3 of Euphoria. So watch the wedding episodes, the last one I watched.
Oh, the last 2, which I watched last night.
I know last night I saw the posts.
It's crazy.
And I just see the headlines and I'm just like, I don't know why. It's so transparent. Anyway.
What?
Episode 3.
I'm missing.
Oh, it's just every headline is just like Sydney Sweeney is naked and doing crazy shit on the show.
Oh.
You know?
I didn't see it.
Yeah. I will say, and consistently though, she really does give her best performances as Cassie because
there may be some similarities.
The wedding, like the end of the wedding episode with the everything that happens, like it's fucking nuts. And it's over the top and really something else. I will give episodes 2 and 3 I don't know. I did enjoy these 2 episodes more than maybe necessarily the first one because I found the other characters were in play a little bit more. And I liked seeing Rue and Jules. I'll give it a C+ for 2 and 3. Your Friends and Neighbors.
Oh, I didn't watch this.
I didn't watch this week, but caught up to episode 5. I think 6 was on Friday. One of my faves, so good. Really feel like we're gearing up for a really good second half of the rest of the season. It's an A show to me. I really, really love the show. And I think Amanda Peet is also giving an incredible performance this season. She's really, really, really good. I watched the final send-off for Hunt on Grey's Anatomy. This was the end for them. It was a season finale. You know, they hit us with there's always some sort of disaster. There's a bridge collapse. Owen was on. I was really hoping that it was like, don't kill him, you know? And I guess, spoiler, if you haven't watched, for the 3 people that are still watching along with me, that was a deserved finish for those 2. For Allman, for Hunt, I felt like let them, you know, they're done with the show. That announcement came out a few weeks ago. Let them ride off into the sunset. That's sort of what they did. She takes a new job. They're moving. This is going to be the end. But let them leave together because it's been tumultuous the last couple seasons between the 2 of them with like maybe breaking up, getting back together, the whole thing. So it's fine. I'll give the finale like a C. Like it's, here I am still watching. And yeah, I wanted to see how it ended for those 2. Caught up in Chicago. Fire and Med, I'll give a B. PD's like a C. PD's fallen off a little bit for me. Just not as invested in the characters as I have in the past. Thank God Severide figured it out on Chicago Fire. They were coming for his job, but he was hot on the case, figured it out. And Chicago Med left off on a pretty legit cliffhanger as well. So excited to see how that season ends. I went to go see Devil Wears Prada 2.
How was it?
I really enjoyed it. I thought it was super cute. I thought that they did a great job with the, callbacks to the first, but not overly cheesy. The four of them just have a magic. They really do. And I said, I'm so impressed that after 20 years, they can fall into these characters so well again and just give such great performances because the characters are so great. Mm-hmm. And the plot makes sense. I think it was very relatable to this time and how, once famed print magazines, what they have to do now in the digital era and all these things. That BJ Novak was great. The scenery, the fashion, it's all great. And Anne Hathaway, even that, I just love. I'm like, oh my God, Andy's back. She gets right back into the character. Really, my only complaint is they gave Andy this love interest that, my God, the most irrelevant man to ever be in a movie. There was no point. She could have had no love interest. It would have been totally a good movie without that. Because he really had no effect on the movie at all. Mm-hmm. It was just every once in a while he popped in or she was on a date or whatever. And then towards the end, they tried to make it seem like they were potentially more serious, but there was just no chemistry. He was really, talk about awarding a Mr. Irrelevant. It was this guy. And I feel bad for him because he isn't a super well-known actor or anything. So it just didn't fully mesh. But other than that, I really, really enjoyed it. I think I'd give it a B.
It's a good movie.
I walked out of the theater smiling.
Good.
And I thought there's a good twist. I think they did a really good job with that, and the story really was well done, which is why they all agreed to come back and do the movie because they all believed in it. And that's everything I watched. Yep.
Okay, I've been watching Mad Men still. Almost done with season 3 now. It's just hard to balance when you're in the midst of watching a show that has so many episodes and trying to keep up with the new shows that come out.
The other John Hamm stuff that you're watching.
Exactly. I couldn't watch the new John Hamm because I'm watching the old John Hamm. But just I'll give an A- overall. Just a great show. The Boys, I had been not caught up. I'm now caught up on this final season. So I watched the last 3 or 4 episodes, and just a wild show. You forget how gory it is.
Yeah.
If you're not into gory, it's definitely not for you. But
I've tried to watch The Boys so many times, and I think I've watched the pilot episode 5 times, and every time I'm like, oh.
Another show where it's funny because I've seen the creator in the headlines a lot, being Trump is ruining this season because it is very parallel. They try to comment on a lot of stuff in a funny way with these superheroes, where he's he just keeps outdoing the show. He keeps outdoing Homelander. Trump had a gold statue built last week, the same week that Homelander in the show had the gold statue. It's just hilarious. But I'll give it a B. I think it's so far it's still entertaining. It's not as good as the first few seasons, but I'm happy with how it's wrapping up so far. We'll see where it goes. The Roast, I'll give it a B+. We talked about it. And then Euphoria, I watched the last 2 episodes. When there's a warning at the beginning, what are we about to watch?
Yeah.
And yeah, I had already seen a lot of the stuff online before I watched these episodes, but just some wild stuff. I don't really necessarily I'm not even going to go into the Sydney Sweeney, which is what everyone's talking about, because it's it is crazy.
There's
Like people are like,
there's just a shock.
does she just like
shock
enjoy
value.
doing this, or is she getting paid a shit ton? Like,
Right,
because
right.
it's like she's doing so much more than everyone else in the show.
Yeah.
But I don't really love the whole like they're making it too. It seems like it's a guy who's like trying to comment on like OnlyFans culture and like all this stuff going on, who just kind of is like out of touch with it. Like I don't know, it's like very stereotypical of like I don't know, it's weird. And she's like going on podcasts this show, like like Trisha Paytas like is interviewing her on the show, like on her podcast. And I will say though, these last 2 episodes I am way more entertained, and the whole group being back together makes it way more interesting to me, because it at least feels somewhat like Euphoria again.
Yeah.
Because there are like scenes now where they're all together. So I'll give it a C. It's not as bad as the first few. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
And I don't think it's good, but it's entertaining.
Yeah.
So that's all I got.
Hey, maybe I'll catch up on that then.
It's like you have to watch it. Like,
just to be like
Right.
in the I
know.
don't want to
Yeah.
be left out of the
That's
conversation.
why, like, Joe and I have been having that conversation where it's like we watch one and then we go, all right, like, I guess we'll watch. And he's like, is there a new Euphoria? He's like, I can't believe we're watching, but I feel like we have to. I was like,
Right.
yeah.
I feel like left
and you
out.
know when it's the last, like, you know it's going to be the last.
I mean, I hope like there are
It has
people.
to
No,
be.
there are people who are like they only listed the series finale as season, not series.
No,
No,
no.
This has gotta
They
be
can't
it.
come back to doing it. They can't. They just can't.
It's.
Sydney Sweeney can't keep doing this to herself.
I mean, I think she would love to. Like, it
Yeah.
seems like she's really into it. Jacob Elordi's character in this, though, is so funny because the storyline now, it's like everyone else is together, like, in this other world, and Jacob Elordi's, like, by himself. So, like, she'll call... What's his character's name again?
Nate.
She'll call Nate just to, like, check in, kind of. He just owes people money. But he's just, like, in a house alone. So I feel like they just filmed all his scenes, like, Jacob,
Right.
it's just going to be you. Just, like, get on the phone for a second, like...
well, you know what's so crazy, too, and it's, like, why you have to suspend, like, so much belief with this story, is you're just supposed to believe that Nate is, like, some construction mogul already, and they're supposed to be 4 years out of high school, and that he's getting these like older friends to invest millions of dollars into his business, and you're just like, no, like it's just not.
He's getting a finger or toe cut off every episode.
Like he's in bad trouble with all these. He's borrowing money. He
my
owes all
God.
these people money.
Shit.
Yeah,
It is kind of funny this last episode because there's a scene where, like, obviously initially he's like doesn't want Cassie to be doing like any of this like OnlyFans stuff, but now because he owes all this money, he's like, no, get in a hot tub with this guy. Like, come on, like this will be good for you.
It's just like the most obvious storyline that is being told, like
It seems
through
like
a male gaze type, so like of like the only that
Yeah.
like
Right.
oh. OnlyFans bad, my wife, like, and then just like, oh, but makes money, okay, like,
Yeah.
it's really,
it does feel like a little bit like it's like ChatGPT, like write a Euphoria season that's like about OnlyFans and like stuff going on right now.
yeah, and make it like as stereotypical and like with the whole, it's crazy. I did, it was sad seeing Eric Dane in that wedding episode. I know.
I think it's just been sad seeing him in general.
general,
he hasn't been in the
but-
last 2 episodes. Though,
Yeah,
so I don't know.
I think that's
it.
I think that was
I
really
almost
all he
would have
filmed.
preferred that they just like didn't include him because clearly like it's impossible to not. And then Sam Levinson tried to say like, oh, well, we made it the storyline kind of as if he was like an alcoholic because he was slurring his words anyway. Where I'm like, I don't know. Like,
No, I know, I agree, but I also
I mean, if
felt
you want to
like,
do it, then
like give him that
yeah.
chance to be in the last season. It was really the last thing he was able to do.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
But it does. How many episodes are in this season? 10? 8? What do you think?
I would probably
Hopefully
say
8.
10.
I feel like it would be 8.
Normally, I think they do 10.
8.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah.
All right, so already past halfway.
Yeah,
There's only
yeah.
3 more
Yeah.
for you to watch.
Yeah.
I got to catch
Oh,
up.
did you see
on-
the finale is going to be the longest episode in HBO history?
of
What?
Euphoria?
Yeah.
How long is it? 2 hours?
An hour and 33 minutes, which I'm like, that's the longest.
That's the longest ever, more than any of the Game of Thrones episodes.
I would have, yeah,
I
but
feel
I
like there were
guess,
some
Yeah,
long
there were
Game
some.
of Thrones episodes.
They were like movies
in the mix there.
yeah.
Interesting.
The finale is expected to be a long form movie-like episode.
Oh, well, that'll wrap it up.
Yeah,
then.
I'm sure that'll really tie everything in a nice bow.
Really beautifully. All right, that wraps up the weekly watch report. That wraps up today's episode of Chicks in the Office. Thank you so much for watching and listening. We love you guys so very much, and we'll talk to you on Wednesday.
Yeah, Chicks in the Office. Long-time listener, first-time caller.
Look at the charts, who does it the best? Two chicks getting paid in reality checks.